Some interesting information about The Boys. Season 3 just came out from the showrunner, and it is going to excite very many people, especially fans of The Boys comics. And we're going to talk about it right now. My name is Travis.
I'm Peel, and this is the Travis and Peel Show.
Jonathan, you love The Boys, right?
I do.
I also love The Boys, the show. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Um, Based on a comic book series that lasted 80 or 90 or so issues and everything like that. So whenever a comic based adaptation, whether it's a TV show or a movie, there is going to be some excitement when something is pulled directly from the comics. And
hmm
with The Boys, that looks like it's happening. So over on Twitter, Eric Kripke, the showrunner and executive producer, says, "From day one, everyone dared me to make this episode. Challenge met, motherfuckers." And then it's an image of the cover page that you're seeing right now. The Boys, episode 306, Herogasm. And I pretty much Herogasmed myself as well because I'm quite a fan of the Boys comics.
Travis,
I
I'm going to stop you real quick.
Sure.
So, once again, I'm going to disappoint you on something.
Okay.
Um, I love the show. Fantastic. One of my favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
I got so many people onto the show since day one. Before it came out, I was excited about the concept of it. It's a comic book? Yeah, I found that out recently, and I've never read it. So I know there's things that happened in the show that aren't in the comic books, and things that happened in the comics that people wanted to see in the show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I am enjoying the show 100% regardless, but I know that you're a fan. So please tell me about this Herogasm and how can I have one?
Okay, so and you can have one too. Herogasm. Let me break it down in MCU terms. So, say that the Marvel heroes, the Avengers, everybody got together and was like, "Hey, look," they go on TV on a news conference. "Hey, we have to leave and go to space because there is a world-ending event, and we need to go save the galaxy." So all the superheroes, we're gonna go do this thing, this crossover event, and we're gonna go save everybody. So we're gonna be away for a while. So that's what the public feels is happening. But in real life, they go to this remote island and do a deplorable amount of drugs and have a massive orgy essentially and everything. It's a massive drug induced sex vacation for all the superheroes to get together and just like go nuts on each other. And then in the comic, the boys kind of like sneak inside and play spy in the middle
Oh,
of this
right.
entire thing, and it is my hands down my favorite arc in the comic books. And to see that it's being adapted, and it looks like it may only be for just an episode. It could go for a couple more, but even if it's just one episode, I'm really excited for this to happen because I do have a gripe. I do have a gripe about The Boys, and as much as I do like it, I have a problem with separating the the books from the show. Like I want some sort of like attempt to adapt it really closely. And especially in the beginning of season 1, it's there. But they really break off. These are like the Boys TV show is a bunch of like new original storylines. There's so much in the Boys comics. I'm reluctant to even bring up those points because with the
No,
announcement of
there is.
Hero,
I have gone back in and I have researched stuff with
okay.
these comics because I'm going to read them. It's about to happen. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
already have it planned out. Yeah, I have gone through and seen so many differences between what was supposed to happen, what has happened,
Mm-hmm.
different characters, how they reacted to things, their personalities. But of course, it's going to happen. It happens
Mm-hmm.
in shows, happens in movies. Any adaptation of a comic book is going to change to what the creators want to make it. Correct? I mean, that's that's just fair play.
Yeah,
It's,
for
it's
sure.
going to happen in everything you want to do, and we all have gripes about it. But
Mm-hmm.
I know this is something near to dear to you because I know that you really do enjoy the boys, the comic book,
Yeah, it's
and the
great.
show. So
Yeah, so but with the advent of the news of Herogasm coming in, it and the way season 2 ended, it actually lends to a lot of evidence that the show is going to start, like the season 2. I'm not going to say what happens in the season 2 because this is not a spoiler section this is not a spoiler show for the boys whatsoever. So the way where the boys are at the end of season 2 lines up almost, actually, ironically, very close to where they are in the beginning of the boys comics, which allows them to actually now jump into some of these comic book storylines. It gives them the opportunity to. The one thing that I want to say that's not really a spoiler because it happens very early in the comic books is, like, the boys take Compound V. They take a special version of it, and it allows them to go hand to hand with the Supes, and that's something that is missing from the show for me. I want to see them actually get really, really into the nitty gritty physically with the Supes. It's part of the show. I think if they added that to the show, it would bring it to another level of fun and action and stuff like that to see what they can do.
I don't know. I ingenuitive ways they have to come up with solving these problems, just being regular people against the Supes. I mean, I get, obviously in the comics, that's what it's about. That's what it's a part of. But I like what they're doing with the show, obviously. And if they do
the show is great
things to it, it's all gonna be welcomed because, I mean, it's a genius. It's, it's fucking diabolical. Right? It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, for lack of a better term. But I'm on board. I have been on board. Look, I struggle with the adaptation issues and everything like that, but I have been. It has been required viewing every
required 100%.
Yeah, 100% required.
If you are not watching this, you need to get on Amazon Prime and start watching this.
Especially if you're a superhero fan. Like, if you're a superhero fan and you're not watching The Boys, it's kind of dumbfounding because it's one of those things that, like, especially if you like stuff like Deadpool, where it's like just gratuitously R. They take Deadpool's R and take it to the next level with The Boys, and it's really appreciated to have something like The Boys, something as violent, raunchy, and diabolical in the comic book zeitgeist. I really love the place that The Boys has in the comic book world. It's in the comic book television world, because no one is doing what they're doing right now, and I think if someone else tried to do what they were doing, they would just be a copycat. They would just flat out be a copycat. Yeah, for sure. But that's it, man. I'm excited. It's going to be a hoot of an episode. I cannot deny how pumped I am for season 3 of The Boys, just based off of that one tweet. If you're excited, guys, let us know in the comments about how excited you are. Do you agree with me about the adaptation issues, or are you on the side of Peel that, hey, look, it should be separated, separate church and state? Let us know. So for the Travis and Peel Show, we are out, and you guys have yourselves a beautiful day. Peace out. What a fantastic video. I'm going to tell you, probably our best yet. And Peel, that one thing that you said, I completely agree with 100%. Very astute comment by you, good sir.
Oh, I do. Thank you. And I appreciate that, but I couldn't have done it without you, my friend. You are the wind beneath my wings. And on that note, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Till next time.